Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I just had a little bit of disappointment in realizing that I spent a good hour or two recording some footage for the game Storm Edge because I wanted to get back into it, and even though the good news is, yeah, I definitely got back into it and I'm interested in playing some more, having lost a bunch of footage for the game made me feel just a little on the upsetty spaghetti side, so I'm gonna unwind with a game of Wizard of Legend before I go back to recording content for other games. And hopefully everyone understands. Like, I just got thrown a curveball, and I don't know. I'm hoping that I don't see that same problem happen again with OBS, where it just decides, oh, we're not going to end the recording when you hit the buttons and everything's just going to die. Because, yeah, that's what I don't need. I don't need random recording death. What I do need is for things to be working the way that they've been working for, a good long while now. Like, I just don't have don't have the words to describe. Well, actually I do. I just described it. I guess what I'm getting at is I've got problems going on behind the scenes, and I hope you don't mind that it's taking a little bit to resolve them just because things got weird. So, we are just going to put together just a series of feel-good spells. Things that I enjoy using because, what the hell. And I think I've got something here in the idea that neither one of these spells necessarily have a spell type. So if let's see. Like, that seems like a bit of a niche in and of itself. Is a spell that is a bunch of spells that don't necessarily have a spell type. I don't think there are any. Well, there's a few. That's projectile, but these are all basically nothing burgers. Alright, so... Wait, do I want to do that? No, I want to use Chaotic Rift because I'm feeling just a little on the I just want a fun run side. So we're just going to do that. So, to describe to you guys what you ended up missing with the Storm Edge run that I had recorded, I had, first of all, retaught myself how to play the game, and I'm still kind of trying to relearn some of the terms and ideas. But I got back into the swing of things with how the game's combat works. And I managed to get through 2 acts, beat 2 bosses, and unlocked 2 characters. I unlocked Bear, whose focus is lightning and melee, and Lily, whose focus is... Here, I want to do that, actually. No, actually, because I'm working with the... There we go. Sorry, I just figured because I'm working with the retro floor plan, I would like to have just a regular dash. I don't necessarily need to save money, so the hell with it. And Lily is sort of a ranged ice mage, which I don't know if you guys have any real idea how I feel about ice characters in games, but I do very much enjoy ice elemental characters. That's why, whether he was super strong or not, I was always a big fan of Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat. Battery! Got anything good for me? Maybe the Mercury Sandals? Movement speed is a very underrated trait in this game. Like, I don't think people really understand just how much movement speed really helps, as it aids in dodging and positioning, as well as just getting through levels quickly. Like, my thoughts are kind of all over the place right now. Like, I'm hoping that when I end the recording, the game or OBS doesn't just go, yeah, I don't feel like it. That's the thing, it hasn't done that in a long, long time, so this kind of... Like, maybe I'm making too much of a big deal about it. Maybe this is just one of those weird, like, you know, happens once in a while things that I'm thinking too much about, but... When one of the things that you like doing to unwind and potentially make a career out of is deciding to act funny, it leaves you feeling just a little on the unsure side. And yes, you don't need to remind me that I don't have many subscribers and I'm not doing a very good job turning this into a career choice. But that doesn't mean that that isn't what I want, it just means I need to try harder. And on that note, there are certain things that I will not do in order to bolster my channel. One thing that I certainly won't be doing is I won't just be playing games or just taking on topics that don't suit my interest. Just because something is popular doesn't mean I need to follow those same trends. And if it is a trend, then it's a trend that I've chosen to follow because it's something that I enjoy. Basically what I'm getting at is, I don't want to do something just because it's popular. I want to do something because it's what I want to do. Which, yes, in the short term means that I'm going to have a hard time growing the channel. But it also means that I'm staying true to myself, and at the moment, that's the most important thing to me. Is I don't want to do something just because. So, you know, for those of you who are interested in what that means I'm not gonna just jump on a trend just because it's popular. So, no Call of Duty playing. I don't care about Call of Duty. It's never been my thing, and also I still very much hate Activision. Same thing goes for things like Fortnite, Minecraft. Like, these games just aren't me. It's not what I have any interest in, so... Like, my interest is mostly in games like this that are kind of faster paced and have, you know, high execution to them. Like, I love action roguelike games, I love Metroidvanias, and whereas I do like things like fighting games and whatnot, I don't play them as much as I used to. But also in that... Ooh, got some range. But I also really like beat-em-ups, so... I don't know if you guys are interested in that. One game that I just recently reconnected with is a game called Fight Rage. Like, this came out, you know, before the big revival beat-em-up known as Streets of Rage 4. But, ooh, it's so good. even though there are only 3 primary playable protagonists, the game in and of itself is just so much fun. It's so well put together. Like, if you guys are interested in checking out Fight and Rage, I'd be plenty happy to show that off, because there are definitely things about that game that I think deserve attention. What things would those be, Dark Sage? Like, you know, the whole game. Yeah, I know that counts as melee, but goddammit, I want another combat option. Did I just completely miss with that? God, I'm a genius, I swear. Alright, is there anything here I want? Yes, I want that. And I might as well grab that too. Is there anything here I want? Not really. Moving on. Beautiful fight. No, I don't want that. Oh, hello. I see something I want. Hold on, I have a signature that I want to use. I love it. Alright, now, I saw that you had the fiery paintbrush. I'll take that, thank you. And this is a dead end, if I recall, isn't it? Yep, okay. Cool, glad I discovered that. I do really like the special snowflake item. No love for special snowflake people, but, you know, that's a whole nother topic, and that's another thing that I'm... Like, I don't want to address it on the channel, but it seems as though a lot of these ideas have been a real talking point in the realm of gaming for a while. And there's the possibility I might have to talk the current state of the gaming industry and, you know, that sort of political rant on my channel at some point, but it's not like high up on my list of things to do. Like, I figure we're here to play games and have a good time. We don't need to discuss, or rather, we shouldn't focus on discussing politics at every turn. There's just no fun in that. I mean, why would we want to spend all of our time taking the wind out of our sails when we can just enjoy each other's company? Beautiful. I love that relic. Like, I don't know, maybe maybe that's a bit too idealistic of me, but I don't see a reason why we should bury ourselves in talking about things like that when we can just enjoy our games. And if there's a game that comes out that exemplifies something that we don't like, we don't have to buy it, we don't have to play it, and we don't have to draw attention to it unless we're laughing at it. Like I said, this is just a very chill, relaxed run. This is just giving me time to just talk off the cuff. Isn't that always how you do it? You know what I mean. How did I miss those zoners? Like, seriously, that's a little embarrassing. I don't know what everyone's position is on anything like that. I'm personally not all that interested in the politics behind that sort of thing. I just want to play games and have a good time. Now, of course, there are of course plenty of times to discuss heavier themes and really get into things like that, but I don't think this is one of those times. Not right now, anyway. There's always plenty of things that are going wrong in the world that we can focus on, but I mean, really, who wants to talk about the continuing escalating issues in the Middle East right now? I think I kind of want to hold on to what I have, just because it's all very slowly meshing together with what I'm doing. The only thing that I'm really unsure about is the prismatic wind chime. I will definitely take this. I feel as though I'm currently moving at speeds that could be deemed uncomfortable. We're good. I mean, I don't need to. I'm neat, but no thanks. I'm good. Tell you what, there is one other thing I'm very much interested in while I'm doing this, and that's seeing spells that are in Wizard of Legend 2's early access and comparing how they work in this game. Admittedly, some of them are very similar, like Bolt Rail isn't really all that different. And neither is Flame Breath, aside from the... Well, no, because even the signature is very similar. No, some of the spells that they've carried over very faithfully, but they now have special upgrades that you can acquire partway through a run, which I think is a lot of fun. Especially the idea that it turns some of those spells that aren't necessarily signatures, it can turn them into signatures, and I think there's something very fun about that. it's a very interesting design space that I'm happy to see them play around with. Well, we definitely want that. I don't know how much I care about the Noxious Dapper Cat, but I'm gonna pick it up just in case the Hunter Stiletto shows up. Yeah, baby, just call me Quicksilver, because I'm all over the place. Darkseid, the Flash is a much more popular speed-based character. He's also the stupider speed-based character. Like, I don't know if you guys know this about the Flash, but for some reason they've decided that his abilities are dictated and predicated on something called the Speed Force. Which, one, sounds stupid, and two, just kind of does whatever the writers want it to do in whatever particular, like, episode or comic that they're working on. Like, it's the biggest, like, Deus Ex Machina out there, aside from just Superman's existence, and I think it's really dumb. Like, why can't we just say the character is really fast and, you know, play around with things that have to do with the concepts of space and time, sure, but Speed Force? Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck is that shit? Now, if I know my audience, bless your hearts, someone is going to come in and be like, oh, you don't understand the Speed Force? Let me explain it to you. It's like, no, I get it, I just don't like it. And honestly, that seems to be a thing with DC. It's like, with most of their characters, save for, like, Batman and his menagerie of villains, there's always some ridiculous explanation of how their abilities work that basically just makes them completely uncounterable to whatever situation it is that they're dealing with. It's just a design philosophy that I'm not a big fan of. And you might be asking yourself, Darkseid, what does DC Comics have anything to do with Wizard of Legend? And honestly, if you can find an answer for that, let me know, because I'm just rambling at this point. And that's just kind of been this whole run, is just me talking and rambling. This is the Yappy Yap run. No, I don't really need to use Nocturne's talents right now. Oh, hello. I do like me a dragon spell, but I already have one dragon spell. Honestly, I think I'm okay. This is a dead end, isn't it? It's a dead end with a combat room. Yeah, you thought I was trapped in there with you. But no, you were trapped in there with me. I'm sure you all saw that line coming from a mile away, so give yourselves a round of applause for just being so smart. Okay, we'll grab that. Do I need this? I'd be getting... Great. Getting a 16% damage boost. I think it's worth it. Wait, or to be a 12% damage boost. Doesn't matter, it's more damage, that's the important part. Sweet. Poison actually did the job there. I am happy. I just recently got my first kill against Promised Consort Radon in Elden Ring. And when I say that, I don't mean my first kill in general. I mean like my first kill not using a cheesy shield poke build. And I got it actually using a poison setup. And yes, that is absolutely how you abuse the breezy gray canvas. Yeah, baby, now that was a counter-rogue fight. You didn't even move! That was the whole point. He had the audacity to come over to me and think that he had anything on me, so I had to sit him down in the corner and roast his ass. Like, literally, like chestnuts over an open fire. I know you're expecting me to do the lyrics, and I almost did, but no, I'm better than that. Are you, Dark Sage? Are you really better than that? I mean, I still make frequent fart jokes, so you tell me if I'm better than that. Yeah. Woo! That was an easy run. And thank you for sitting here with me while I just talked shit throughout an entire run. It felt pretty good. And it takes a little bit of the edge off of losing that Storm Edge recording that I did. But rest assured, there will be more Storm Edge coming down the road, and you guys let me know what other stuff you're interested in. I know someone said they were interested in seeing me do more 20 Minutes Till Dawn content, even though I've kind of done all the major stuff. I've gotten all the achievements. I've shown you guys all sorts of interesting ways to put things together in 20 Minutes Till Dawn, but if you're interested, I have no qualms booting that game back up. I know someone mentioned 9 Souls, and of course we're still going to be bunny hopping between Wizard of Legend and Wizard of Legend 2. And that's just kind of the staple of my channel. So yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking, and if you have any suggestions, like, here's something that I've been pondering. I'm not a big FPS player, But I am a big roguelite player, and there are 2 FPS roguelites that I've been really looking at and very unsure that I want to try or not. So you guys let me know if you think I should try out Gunfire Reborn or RoboQuest. Or both. Like, maybe both games are really good and I just haven't given them enough of a fair shake just because I'm not much of an FPS player. But either way, you guys let me know what you think about that. I am, of course, very happy that you considered coming here to spend your free time here with me today. It means the world to me, and I hope you continue doing it. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and you take care, everybody.